Hi, everybody. How are you? Happy Tuesday. Give me just one second here. Get us up and running. We're ready to go. Hi, everybody. Jill Bauer here. How are you? Nice to have you joining us tonight. Excited to touch base with you. I feel like it's been a little bit. Hey, Sandy. Um, we were together, gosh, about a week and a half ago, and here we are. No joke. It's April. What happened to February? I feel like it was Christmas and then the beginning of the year and boom, we went in this fast zoom towards spring. So I don't know if any of you are feeling that same way. I just feel like time is going by so quickly. I thought things were supposed to slow down and I feel like instead I'm in hyperdrive all of the time. Some of my friends always joke and say that I'm a land shark because I'm always in motion. And I definitely feel that to be true. Hi, Cindy. Hi, everybody. So please, when you come on in, wherever you're joining us from, please in the comments say hi. Let us know you're here. Let me know where you're coming in from. My daughter Kylie is here and she'll be monitoring the chat. So if you have any questions about anything as we're going along, feel free to ask in the chat and Kylie will do her best to get back to you. Thanks for saying hi. Hello, hello, everybody. Let's see who's here. Jane's here, Brenda, Lana, Evelyn, Terry, Joy, Lorene. Can you believe it, everybody? April marks our 4-year anniversary at Just Jill. Can you believe it? We started justjill.com in 2019. We launched the shop in 2021, and here we are 4 years later. Cheers, right? Very exciting. It's all because of you. Thank you. Thank you so much from everybody on our little team. Myself, Bernadette, Kylie, Doug, Megan. Thank you for your support, your excitement, your enthusiasm. I mean, let's face it, you can shop anywhere now, right? This is not the 1990s where you went to the mall or maybe you shopped at QVC or HSN because they were the only games in town. I mean, you can shop anywhere. You have access to products at your fingertips, and there are a gazillion places where you could be looking online to find things. And, the fact that, you know, we were either brilliant or blissfully ignorant when we decided let's start a shop on the heels of COVID. Why not? But we did it, and you did it with us. So thank you so much for the time that you've spent looking, perhaps some of the dollars that you've spent with us. We hope that your experience in the Just Jill shop has been one that you've enjoyed, that you've been delighted when you've opened the packages. If something wasn't right, I hope you found that we made it right for you. It's very important to our team. And we just have had an absolute ball looking for products, finding products, and continuing to bring you new things. So that's not stopping in 2025. So be on the lookout for some exciting new things coming. A few brands you might be familiar with from other places that you might have shopped coming soon. One pretty major beauty brand, major. We're excited about that. And another food brand that sort of is a niche little food brand that I happen to love. And I've been talking to the owner of that company for quite a while. We've been in touch and the stars have finally aligned. So that'll be coming soon too. So new things. We're always on the lookout for new things for all of you. I love seeing all of your comments. Um, can I show the backside of the bunny vase? Yes, I'll be happy to do that in just a little bit. Cheers to 40 more. No. Jane, let me just put that in the universe. No, but we'll see what happens. All right. 40 more. Come on, girl. I got to retire at some point. I just want to enjoy living life. I said to Doug the other day, I'm like, you know what I really want? I said, when we're ready to be done with everything, like, I just want to be a housewife. I just want to live at home and take care of my house and do some little projects and grocery shop and travel with my husband and see my kids, and maybe one day, someday, there'll be grandkids. Okay, great. No pressure, kids. Like I just want to be home where there's not something calling me away. I haven't had that ever in my life. So whenever the day comes where I just put a fork in it and I'm done, that is actually something I look forward to. I'm jealous that some of you might have had that in your lives. I've loved my career. I love working. I loved what I did, both in TV news and on QVC, and the things I'm doing now. I do love it all. I have fun. It's exciting to me. I love the challenge of it. I like to learn. I challenge myself to see, can I do this? But at some point, I want to sleep. More than one day in, I want to sleep in. Maybe 7 days in a row, maybe 7 days in a row sleeping. I want to go live at my beach house for a while, not just a few days here and a few days there. I want to live there for a while. So, anyway, someday, right? Someday. Until then, we're celebrating our anniversary. And gosh, we thought it was lots of fun that on April 1st, we had a Facebook Live scheduled. And so, no joke, we have some great specials and offers for you that we're going to talk about. And I wanted to read all of the comments too, because I love seeing what you all have to say. Thanks for people are telling me where they're from. Sandy's in Illinois, Cindy's in Missouri, MIZ, South Carolina, Florida, Chicago, Wisconsin. Hi, Shelly, Connie, Mary. Dogs are doing great, Kathy. They're napping. Usually we schedule their naps when I'm doing my Facebook Live, but they're ginormous. They're very big dogs. And yet technically they're puppies, but they're big, but we love them. Let's see. Lynn said, thank you to you and your amazing team. You make shopping fun. Yay! We love fun. I want fun. Life should be fun. Let's see. Diane says, congratulations. Bought so many things that filled up my closets. Well, good. I hope you've enjoyed everything that you found. Love reading this. Joy said, doesn't seem like 4 years has passed. I know. Also, birthday month. Yes, my birthday's on Sunday, y'all. Did you know that? 57. 57. Wasn't I just like 32? I feel like it wasn't that long ago, but it was long ago. My 40-year high school reunion is this year. I cannot wait. I love a high school reunion. How do you feel about it? I'd love to know. I think people either love it or they'd rather not. And funny quick story, and then I'll get to all the fun shopping stuff. But you know, I have a couple of very good close friends who I call my best friends, right? Dara Lynn, who many of you know from Philosophy Beauty, my college roommate Chris, my friend Jen Tucker out in Indiana, but probably my closest friend of all is my friend Emily. We met when we were 8. Our dads were taking business classes together at Pepperdine. And it turned out, you know, Mr. Miles was from Irvine. We lived in Irvine, California at the time. Our moms were both teachers, and Emily and I were the same age. So we kind of met that way. Then we were in like some father-daughter like organization things together. And we were always, you know, played together, you know, had fun. One time we were playing at her house, we were playing Atari, like let's date things a little bit here, America. I was playing Atari, not Pong, but they had a game called Maze Craze. And basically, like, it's like a blue square. I mean, kids who loved Minecraft should play Maze Craze. Is a blue square that was the police, and you were the red square, the robber trying to get away, and it was like a maze that you were working from. Well, Emily and I would get into this game so much, we were screaming. Think about it, 4th grade girls screaming at the top of their lung while they're playing the Atari. And Emily's next door neighbors, the Tackners, Mrs. Tackner, like thought we were being attacked and called the police. No, it's just 2 9-year-old girls screaming, playing Atari. But that's the kind of, stuff that Emily and I used to get in trouble for, and not really trouble. But anyway, so she's my best friend since we were 8 years old. And we grew up, went to high school together, and I loved high school. I was lucky, I suppose. I had a very good experience in high school. What I didn't realize was Emily didn't feel the same way about high school. And one time we were talking, and she's like, "Oh, I don't really know if I want to go." And I'm like, "Why don't you want to go to the reunion?" And she said, "Because I didn't have the same experience that you did." And it took my breath away. I was like, "What? What are you talking about?" But, like, not not everybody feels as comfortable in their own skin at different times. I think I've always sort of been a little fearless, or I'm like Elphaba. If it bothered me, I didn't let anybody know, right? I put on a brave face. But anyway, all of that to say, I'm really looking forward to my high school reunion coming up in October, and Emily is going, and we're going to make a girls' trip out of it, and we're going to hang out, down at the beach together. And we've already got plans with some of our friends from high school, and I've stayed in touch with quite a few of my friends. And I even enjoy seeing and learning what people did who I knew in high school. They may not have been my closest companions. I may not have been part of their clique, and they weren't in mine either. But we knew each other. We had classes together. We were in school together since we were in second grade. So I'm always curious, like, where did the paths go? Right? Like, what was the journey for everybody? How did they get there? What happened? I want to know, and because I don't know, I feel like the people that you grew up with, they know you. They know you before all of life crashed or inflated or celebrated or knocked you down. Those kids you grew up with know you. And I find great comfort in that. I feel like um, being around people that I grew up with, I don't have to be anyone but Jill. There's no expectation. There's just nothing I have to worry about because they just know who I am. And they were cool with that when we were kids, and they were cool with that in junior high. Oh, junior high was tough, wasn't it? We were cool with that in high school, and they're still cool with it all these years later. So I'm really, really looking forward to that. And I'm so excited that Emily is going. And I'm kind of not even giving her a choice in a lot of the moments. We were supposed to just send in our deposit for the tickets for the venue. And I was like, I went ahead and paid for you. So you definitely have to go. Anyway, so that's going to be tons of fun. Really looking forward to that. I guess that all circles back around to the fact that it's my birthday. Hard to believe, 57. When I met many of you, I was 25 years old. That's how old I was when I was hired at QVC to start. Sorry, I'm bumping the table. And so it's been a ride, hasn't it? It's been a ride, but gosh, it's been fun. It's been fun. Hasn't always been smooth. Listen, a few sharp turns, a few bumps, some bigger than others. But here we are, still together, still having fun together. And I appreciate you and love that so much. And I appreciate that you all will just sit and listen to me ramble, telling stories about maze craze and my high school days. In any event, so I see somebody hi from California. Hey, Brenda. Hello, hello. Hi, everybody saying hi. People in Philly. Thank you for the birthday wishes coming up on Sunday. I don't know what I'm going to do for my birthday. I haven't really thought about it. My mom asked, did she want to, have her take me and Doug out for dinner? I'm not sure. I kind of know what I want to do, like I said, I like being home. I just like being home. But maybe I can clean myself up and we can go out for a nice meal or do something. Maybe walk around Longwood Gardens. What's the weather like this weekend, Kylie? Yeah, that would be fun.
Letting you know ahead of time, Trevor and I's present was just delayed. So you're not getting it on your birthday.
Oh, the kids are informing me that their present was delayed. Trevor gave me that line at Christmas, and I'm still waiting for the gift.
Yeah, but I won't actually get it.
Kylie's like, but I'm part of this, so yeah, it's happening. All right, whatever. Just being together. I said to Trevor when I talked to him on the phone the other day, I said, "Hey, next Sunday's my birthday. Could we FaceTime instead of just call? Like, I'd like to see you on my birthday." So anyway, we'll see. If, whatever I do, I'll let y'all know. It won't, nothing fancy. But Longwood Gardens could be nice. Although Doug's still having trouble. He's recovering from hip surgery. We go to the doctor tomorrow. I don't know that he'd be able to walk around. That wasn't very thoughtful of me to suggest that, was it?
Wheelchair.
Hey, Doug, I'm going to Longwood for my birthday. You just stay sitting in that chair. That's not so nice.
It's
We'll figure out
raining.
something. We'll figure out something. Oh, it's supposed to rain on Sunday? Hmm. All right, we'll figure out something. Maybe we'll go to the movies. He could sit in the movie in those like good recliner chairs. All right, whatever. If you have any suggestions on how I should spend my birthday, let me know. All right, let's see here. I wouldn't be bothered about reunion from high school. Ashley said, "Hope you have a wonderful birthday next year." Laura's 50th high school reunion. Jill was asking about Ecclesi watches. No, we do not have any Ecclesi watches. I'm so sorry. We had them when we first started, just Jill. But Robert's kind of like he's kind of retired. So he's not doing as much in the design. We kept hoping we would get another Ecclesi watch design. So the Santa Fe and the Jill watch from Ecclesi that many of you have, those are collector's items now because they're not being made anymore. Let's see. 35th reunion this year, Janice. Random question. Whatever happened to the Scott Brothers sheets? Do you know where I can buy them? That's from Yvonne. Okay, so Yvonne, here's the scoop. When I stopped working with the brothers, it's because they completely shifted their business and they stopped pretty much their complete business with QVC, and they stopped really licensing and developing home retail products. For them, they were at a point in their lives where they wanted to find the things that required the least amount of their time and could make them the most amount of money. And it's smart business, right? And the business at QVC was not that for them, to be honest. And so when they pivoted away from the home products, the smaller things, sheets, blankets, pillows, candlesticks, serving trays, all that kind of thing, they kind of just weaned it out and they're not doing it anymore. So unfortunately, they don't do those linens anymore. If I ever hear that they are considering doing them again, I'll be sure to let y'all know. All right. Okay. Well, let's talk for a few seconds. I'm loving reading all your comments. Everybody is so great. 50th, let me read this one. This is Carol. I had my 50th high school reunion this past September. Response was so overwhelming. The reunion team decided to have a get together 6 months after. It's April 12th, so I'm coming up for that since I didn't make it in September. That's awesome, Carol. What's fun about my reunion is, first of all, the one person spearheading it is my friend Naomi. Naomi and I've known each other since 5th grade. She was the biggest character ever. My parents loved her, which is funny because, she was kind of like a wild child a little bit. But boy, my dad just had a soft spot for her so much. My mom, too. In fact, my mom and I saw her when we took our trip last year. But Naomi wasn't class president or anything. In fact, she was the one who oftentimes was like making fun of like the jocks and the, homecoming queens and all of that, And she has turned out to be the glue that is holding our class together. She's out there in California. She's putting the reunions together. She's asking for the volunteers. It's just awesome. I love her so much. But she's put together a whole, it's gone from just doing like a reunion on one day to like a whole weekend. So if people are coming in from out of town or, even people who live in the area, but maybe can't make it to one thing, they're going to do a big pub crawl on Friday night. They're going to do their actual reunion all day Saturday into Saturday night. And then Naomi's having a big barbecue at her house on Sunday. So fun, right? Can't wait. Okay. All right, let's do this. And what was I seeing here? Trudy, just saw you on here. Are you from Southern California? You live on Balboa Island. Oh my gosh, Trudy. I love Balboa Island. It's one of my favorite places. I used to go there growing up all the time. I grew up in Irvine. We went down to Balboa all the time. Balboa bars, the fun zone. We used to rent bikes. We used to do the little Newport Harbor tour. We used to see the celebrities. Do you know that I saw John Wayne sunbathing one time at his house in Balboa? Another time I saw Buddy Ebsen. Remember him from Beverly Hillbillies? He had a house down there. We were just walking along the little, strand or sidewalk there, and you would look up in this beautiful glass house, and he was just standing up there in the window drinking his coffee, looking out at the water. Hey, bud. So yes, I love Balboa Island, Trudy. I love Corona del Mar, like that whole area. If I could hit the lottery and move there, I would do it in a second. But since that's not going to happen, I'll be staying in Pennsylvania for a while. But I've always said I don't know if I could ever move back to California, because where I would want to move back to, I don't think I could ever afford. But it's beautiful there, and that's my home. That's my home. So it's a little crazy. It's a little wacky. I get that for some people, but boy, it's a beautiful state with the weather. You can't beat it, and that Pacific Ocean is just a dream. So, okay, all right, let's get down to business here. Or Bernadette's going to start texting, like, can you tell Jill to stop talking about California and get down to business? Okay, so what are we doing? First of all, April Fools, but this is no joke, because we're getting down to the wire and pretty much limited across the board with what we have left. Our limited edition Easter collection, or we've done an April Fool's collection. And Kylie, you should probably get a link to that specific April Fool's collection. Do you have it? Yeah. We are taking an additional 10% off all of our Easter items. So some of them are already on sale, and you'll get 10% off of that. So if you've had your eye on our cute little bunny, which we love, in the pink top hat with his cup and his little friend up top there in the teapot, and the chick, just absolutely adorable. Whites and pinks and blues and pastel lavender and yellow, and just that perfect little pot of cappuccino or latte. An additional 10% off on this guy. On this bunny, I can't believe this is still here. But if you're still looking for, doesn't that look like a huge white chocolate bunny? So they basically took a chocolate mold and then just put resin in it and created it. It's got more of like a matte finish with a little bit like a satin finish, probably a better way to describe it, the way that white chocolate looks. But look at the detail on that bunny. Look at the basket. See how it's all woven? And by the way, that's open. So if you wanted to put a little faux flower in there, if you wanted to hide a little Easter egg there, you could. And he's tall. I think he's about 14 inches tall. So this is not a dinky rabbit. This is a really nice size. The bow is included. We only have a couple of these left. That's now 10% off. Our Easter eggs. Oh my gosh. Okay, so this is like run, don't walk, everybody, because you're not going to get one, but you're going to get two different sizes. The batteries are included. They use the little disc batteries, the little tiny ones, LR44s, I think. You'll get both of them, all right? And they light up. They have the prettiest glow to them. We're going to bring the lights down a little bit so you can see, because look at all the cutout work. Aren't they gorgeous? Okay, so when we launched these, they were $44. And then a couple of weeks ago, we did a little sale, $39. And now they're another 10% off of that. So now you're going to get the duo in the soft green, which is like the color of the year in home decor. Like that soft sage green is making such a comeback. Or we have the soft blue. You get both eggs, 10% off. That's another great special deal. In addition to that, we have, I'll let Kylie turn the lights back on, our cute little set of two little mini bunnies. Aren't they adorable? So if you don't have a lot of space and you just want to add a little touch, we're $29, take 10% off. Okay, and these are all, when these are gone, they are gone. Bye-bye. You're never going to see them again. So I love these little gold bunnies because the texture on them is great. See how they did like the texture, like the fur? And they're not overly shiny, but they still have some nice highs and lows. And I like that you get 2 poses there. Aren't they cute? Super cute. So that's those 2. Then, okay, this is the vase. By the way, these are our faux tulips. Did you know that we do these real touch flowers? I think they've gotten all 5-star reviews. You're loving them. We do them in bundles of 7. So compare what's out there. Real touch, that's the key. Real touch faux florals, 7 stems of tulips. I will put ours up against what you see at Pottery Barn and all those others. They're amazing. But this was one of the most, oh, Sandy, you love your blue eggs. I'm so glad. This was one of my favorite items that we brought in. And again, this is like your last chance to get it. It's a beautiful, true white. Here's the back. Somebody was asking about the back of the bunny vase. So there it is. It's finished all the way around. You see the backs of the bunnies. They're finished there too. They kind of have a little bit of a vintage look to the bunnies. They're white with pink, very simple, cute little faces, all hand painted. This is water sealed, so you can put real flowers inside of this. And Kylie, give me the price on this. What's the sale price on this? 39?
We have it at 39.
It's at $39 and then it's 10% off of that. So it's big. Like again, this is not, look how big this is, everybody. It's not dinky. This is a full size vase. So whether you want to fill it with faux florals, like Lynn said, she bought the tulips. They're so realistic. They'll never droop, which is nice, right? Or you want to fill this with regular flowers, whatever floats your boat, you can absolutely do it. Oh, Lynn, you got the bunny vase. I can't wait for you to get it. I have to say, like, it's better in person, I feel like. It's super cute when you see it here,
It's cute.
but when you see it in person, it has such a pretty glaze on it. The way that the bunnies are positioned, that just little hint of pink. I mean, just for springtime, isn't it nice to have this pretty white vase to put in the middle of your table, fill it with your favorite flowers, and just have something you're going to enjoy looking at all season? So get that one while you can. Couple more things that we have on sale, like again, final quantities. This has been our cute little white bunny topiary. So he's all done in all white. He's next to what looks like a cracked egg. Coming out of that, you have your greenery. We have the mercury glass, or not mercury glass. They look like mercury glass. It's kind of like a foiled look on some eggs down below. Then you have your topiary stem, and then up on top, you have more greenery. I love the mixed greens they put in here too. There's little bits of eucalyptus, some arborvitae. There's, just some little basic green stems. But then you can see the eggs in the yellows and the greens and the blues and the pinks are all nestled in there too. If you love white, I do want to let you know the candles that you see on the table are tapers we now offer in a true white. So we have white and ivory. I'll show you the difference in a second, but I just wanted to call that to your attention that if you're wanting to do some of these white pieces, whether it's this white with the bunny topiary, if it's the white vase, we do have a true white taper candle now for you to coordinate. But again, this is whatever the price is, and then 10% off of that. So really, really nice sale price there for this guy. This works back to some of the other foiled egg items that we had earlier in the season that sold out. So if you've had your eye on this one, this is kind of your final sale. No, it cannot be removed. This is all, the bottom portion here, Joy, is all affixed down in there. It's like glued on top of styrofoam. I mean, if you wanted to rip the whole thing out and use the container for something else, you could. But the way that it's situated, it's not a removable piece. All right. But super cute. Look at that cute little bunny. Isn't he cute? I love that piece. All right. And then last thing, too, I'll just show you from our Easter collection. And Kylie's going to put the link in the chat for you. Again, the whole collection, 10% off. But here's what you need to know. That goes away at the end of tonight. So for those of you watching the replay, I'm pretty sure, right? The April Fools?
Brian's going to let it go through tomorrow for people watching the replay.
Oh, got it. Bernadette is going to let the extra 10% off of the Easter decor go through tomorrow for people watching the replay. But don't wait, because the reason we do a last effort 10% off is because we have like 2 of this, 3 of this, not many left. So for those of you watching live on the original right now, you have first dibs on those things. If you think about it, you come back tomorrow, other people now have seen the replay, it's gone, you're not going to have the opportunity to get it. And then the other thing I just wanted to show you is I love these bottle brush trees. This was sort of the last piece too, and these kind of vintagey looks that we call this like a moss green. It's kind of a grayish green, but look how those eggs pop against there, yellows and blues and pinks and greens. Again, that can work back to this guy. If you're doing the topiary, not an exact match, but they complement each other. I love this with this. I think, you know, if you want to do a little centerpiece for your Easter table, this and this set of trees, you're going to use this forever. Change the bow if you want year after year. All right. Maybe you're going to do brighter. Maybe you're going to do pastel. Okay. Take the bow off and change it. That's easy. But the tree with the bunny is going to look great forever and ever and ever and ever. And it also looks really cute, even if you wanted to put it with our top hat bunny too. Because even though this is a little brighter and this is a little softer, I think they play off of each other really nicely. So you get 2 of these so you can see them. One is just a little bit bigger than the other. Aren't they cute? I love these trees so much. I do. I just think they're so great. Oh, Carol, you have them. Aren't they good? They're really, really good. I mean, I think they're a really fun way to update that whole bottle brush tree vibe. And I love that on the very top, they put another little Easter egg and they're on a flat bottom base. These also, by the way, look really nice if you wanted to mix them in with these illuminated eggs in either the green, which is what you see here, that really pretty soft sage green, but then we also have it for you in the blue that pulls out the blue. Nice, right? So that's a nice little compliment, just giving you ideas on how to use these things because you want to take advantage of the sale if you can. Okay, by the way, also, this shade of blue pulls out the blue of our little top hat bunny too. Or the green, see what we do? Pulls out the green of his cup. So either one of those will work. Okay. See the whole collection, what's left. It's all extra 10% off. Get it while you can. When it's gone, it's gone. And that sale will be done at the end of the day on Wednesday. All right. So for our extra 10% off Easter decor, you can get it through the end of the day Wednesday, and then poof, it goes back to the regular price. Carol, I put them with the Easter house. Oh, I love that, Carol. We have one of those Easter houses left, literally one, I think. So if you, again, go check out, Kylie's putting the link in there for you. And if you've never shopped with us, or like you're kind of thinking about all these things, remember shipping and handling is included in that price. So like this little set of 2 bunnies is $29. You're going to take 10% off of that. So you're going to take what, almost $3 off. So they're like around $26. And that includes your shipping and handling. So I think we have some pretty nice offers here for you to get those last minute Easter touches for your home. And I hope they are pieces that you enjoy for years and years to come. Okay, let's talk about a couple other things because we do have some other great sales going on at Just Jill right now that are also wrapping up at the end of the day tomorrow, including our spring sale on My Grandma's Coffee Cakes. So at Just Jill, we carry the large 3.2-pound size coffee cake. That's this bad boy right here, okay? This one happens to be this one almost crashed into my computer. This one happens to be the pineapple coconut. So there's fresh pineapple and coconut, not only on the top, but you'll find it strewn throughout the cake as well. This was my grandpa Metzger's favorite cake. I sent it to him every year for Father's Day, his birthday, and Christmas. But I love it for springtime. But all of our flavors of My Grandma's Coffee Cake are on sale right now. So whether that's the classic cinnamon walnut, blueberry, Granny Smith apple, chocolate chip, lemon poppy seed, pineapple coconut, You know, you'll find all the flavors over at justjillshop.com. Normally, those cakes are $49. They're on sale right now for $44. As long as you place your order by April 7th, which is Monday, they're guaranteed to get to you by Easter. But here's the thing, if you order this on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, you're going to pay the $49. If you order it tonight or by end of day tomorrow, April 2nd, they will be $44. So really nice opportunity to enjoy the deliciousness of my grandma's. Great to serve on Easter, great to have on hand for entertaining, maybe that Mother's Day brunch. Remember, these will stay fresh in your freezer for up to a year. When you get it at home, what I like to often do is cut it into quarters and then put each of those quarters in its own bag. And then I can just bring out a quarter at a time. And each quarter is still going to give me, you know, 4 or 5 slices. So, you know, sometimes 6, depending on, you know, like how thick I'm cutting them or what else I'm serving it or how I'm displaying it. So it's nice to have those just to pull out when you need them. And if you pull the whole cake out, it's defrosted, you serve it, and there's still half a cake left, wrap it up and put it back in the freezer. It's fine. The My Grandma's difference, of course, these are all made, you know, in Boston, Massachusetts. They use real ingredients. No trans fats here, real cultured sour cream, Madagascar vanilla, or bourbon vanilla from Madagascar. The walnuts that are used are Mariani walnuts from California. Just delicious, top quality ingredients so that the cake is never dry. It's not crumbly. It's moist. It's flavorful. I've been a customer of my grandma's for 30 years, over 30 years. And I will continue to say left, right, and center. It's the best coffee cake I've ever had. I love all of the flavors. You often ask me, what are your favorites, Jill? I love the blueberry. I love the classic cinnamon and cinnamon walnut. The pineapple coconut for springtime, I do enjoy. There's not a bad one in the bunch. If you know, have chocolate lovers, then the chocolate chip's going to be great for you. If you're somebody who loves the zestiness of lemon, the lemon poppy seed will be great for you. But there's something about a blueberry coffee cake. I just love blueberry. So that's one of the reasons why it's my favorite. I don't think you can ever go wrong with where they started, which is cinnamon and cinnamon walnut. And again, for just a little bit, I love pineapple upside down cake. And this isn't overly coconutty. I know sometimes people have a love-hate thing with coconut. It's not overly coconutty. So I think it's worth a try if you want something different for the spring season. Okay, so $44, 26 slices in this 3.2-pound cake. Merle said, truly the best coffee cake. Agreed. And you know, sometimes when we advertise that we carry my grandma's, none of you, because you're all nice people, but there's sometimes some outsiders who can be a little bit snarky and be like, I can buy it at my grocery store for $14.99. What you're buying at your grocery store is the small cake. So again, remember, this is 3.2 pounds. It's ginormous. Look at it. I see you. 3.2 pounds of coffee cake. This is the largest size coffee cake that my grandma's makes. So if you want to go for it, go for it. All flavors on sale. That ends tomorrow, Wednesday, end of day. Okay, another special that we have for you. Let me take a quick sip of water. How's everybody doing? We doing good? I'm reading here different comments. Ordered for Easter giving. Love that. My grandmas are fabulous. Love the pineapple coconut. Awesome. Order this cake. You'll love every bite. Thanks, Benita. Worth every dollar, every calorie. Delish. I'm with you, Jane. Sometimes you have to look at, like, is this really worth the calories? With my grandma's, yes, yes, and yes, I would say. Okay, another special that we have going for the Just Jill anniversary is we have put all of our Power Beads by Jen bracelets on sale for $39. The exception to that is going to be, and we're talking about the beaded bracelet like these. The exception to that will be the cluster of bracelets that we do where we make donations. So the breast cancer, autism, save the children, pancreatic cancer, that grouping, California wildfires, Maui fires, those specialty groups, those particular bracelets we did not mark down, right? Understandably so. We're trying to raise money to donate. But all of the other Power Beads by Jen bracelets are all now on sale. They're normally $49. They're now $39. So graduations are coming up, confirmations, first Holy Communions, Mother's Day, birthdays, just because girls' weekends, now's your chance to get those bracelets that you've wanted to share with others. All genuine natural of origin stones. And what I'm holding here are 5 new designs. So whether you have one that you love, including the original Power Beads by Jen bracelet that started it all here at Just Jill, our Sodalite bracelet, which looks like denim with the silver or the gold tone hammered heart. That's been like one of our best sellers of all the products at Just Jill. So if you don't know where to start, that's a great one to choose. But here's a few new ones that we have for you. It's a really pretty strawberry agate with a scene from the beach. So you've got the wave and you have the sand. See how it's curved up there? Isn't that cool? And you have the starfish. Then we have the Amazonite, which is a matte finish to the bead. These really pretty turquoisey aquamarine. There's a little bit of some browns in here. Again, these are all natural, so everyone will be slightly different. And we did the starfish. Then here is this really pretty, very sparkly blue agate. You see all of those shades of blue, very marbled, very water-like. And we have a hammered silver wave. Then we did this really pretty, this is a mother of pearl finished bead. See how pretty it is? It's all faceted, and we have the cross hanging down from that. And then here is a blue lace agate that's been faceted with a shimmer wash over it, all those periwinkle colors. And then look at that really pretty enamel with a pearl center flower. So, florals are so big right now in fashion, so it's pretty to have that piece. That is just a smidge of what we have available from Power Beads by Jen. In fact, what I'm going to do really quickly is I'm going to do a quick screen share, if you don't mind, so that when you go to justjillshop.com, you will see, give me one moment here. Thank you. Here we go. All right, sharing. Hopefully. Share. All right. So I just want you to see, here they all are. I mean, they're all marked down. If you see one like this that's not marked down, obviously that's one of our giving bracelets. So that's our Philadelphia Eagles Autism Challenge bracelet. But look at all of these, all of them. Flip-flops, waves, or faceted macchiato agate. I love that. Here's the original. For those of you who've always loved our classic Jill bracelet, here it is. I love this one too. This is the platinum agate. This was one that Jen absolutely loved creating, the Blessed Mother cross. So beautiful. Pineapple, more beachy waves. Here's the cute little bird's nest. Here's the Blessed Mother. Look at the little queen bee. Here's one that we did for you with just a little micro pave bead mixed in with that blue. Look at the paw print. And again, all 5 stars. Look at all these 5-star reviews, everybody, on these bracelets. I mean, 14 5-star reviews, 6 5-star reviews on the other Jill bracelet. This one is another favorite of mine. Like, run, don't walk for this one. It has this teardrop shaped piece of labradorite. Your granddaughter, first Holy Communion, maybe getting her own personal Bible through Bible study. Look at the white jade with the angel charm. Here's the lotus for peace and serenity. Look at the enameled sand dollar. And there's more. I mean, there's so many meaningful bracelets here. Here's one that says God is with you. Here's the Caribbean agate with another version of that enameled flower. More beach themes if you love that. I love this strawberry agate with the rose charm. That's on sale. We put the moonstone bracelets on sale. We have, again, here's this cardinal red color, fun for summer with the little bow. Our angel wing hearts, another favorite for so many of you. Even our paperclip bracelet, if you want to layer that in, that's marked down. All of these, for those of you who want a little luck of the Irish to go along with you, those are now all marked down. We have one with the claddagh. We have one with the Star of David. We have a celestial motif. Here's a cardinal. They are all on sale. So I think it's a nice opportunity for you to try Power Beads by Jen. Let me just stop sharing here. Let me find the button where I'm supposed to do that. There we go. It's a great opportunity to try Power Beads by Jen. They come in a small, average, and large size. So small is really for your smallest wrists. 6 to 6.5 inch bracelet fit is who I would say should wear the small. The average is for 6 3/4 to 7 1/4. That's what I wear. And then the large is a 7.5 to 8 inch. One thing I want you to know, although this is a stretch bracelet, you do not want to stretch it when you put it on. Put it here, roll it onto your wrist, and then have it, layer in with other things that you like to wear. This new cross piece, I think, is really pretty. So many of you, I think, are going to love that. It's a very quiet way to wear your faith. Beautiful gift item. And when you go to take them off, just roll them right off. You've loved the pieces that Jen has brought to you. We love coming up with new versions of these bracelets for you. And a big thanks to Jen for being willing to let us put those gorgeous bracelets on sale. By the way, 4 years of carrying Power Beads by Jen, never a single price increase. I just want y'all to think about that for a second. When we are seeing things increase in price by 10s and 20%, those bracelets have remained at $49 for 4 years. And they are hand strung and they are put together here in Pennsylvania, one bracelet at a time by hand. So the fact that you can now get those for $39 is pretty awesome, don't you think? I think so. All right, so that's Power Beads by Jen sale. Take advantage of that while you can. Let me talk to you about a few. We're going to switch gears here for a second. We have some garden items. In the next couple of weeks, we'll be doing our bigger garden decor lanterns. Lumi's lanterns are back, splash. But we got a few things in that I just couldn't wait to show you. So last year, we brought you our pretty, frosted jar bird solar light, okay? And what we love about this, first of all, finished on both sides, has this rope here for hanging, and it comes with a ground stake. And we couldn't keep it in stock. I mean, look how pretty that is, right? I love the frosted glass. There's fairy lights on the inside. So solar light here, this is key. On the inside is a push button. So when you get this at home, pull the tab and push the button to on, all right? And then put your lid back on. You're gonna let it sit out in the sun, in an area where it's gonna get some sunlight. Don't hide it under a tree. It's not gonna get any sunlight there to charge up, all right? So put it out in an area where it'll get some sun. And then at nighttime, look at the glow. Isn't that fabulous? Okay, we love these so much. I love that you get the stake that goes with it. I just love the whole thing. But here's the thing. These were so popular last year, we brought in new patterns this year. So we brought in, I feel like this is a little touch of like a French lavender countryside, but you have the lavender with the bumblebees. Okay, so isn't that pretty? For this one, for some reason, I feel like maybe it's because you have the fluttering bees there, that when you see the solar lights turn on, the fairy lights on the inside, it's like little fireflies that are in there too. So, and it's finished on both sides. So there's the lavender and the bees, and there's the lavender and the bees, okay? So there's that choice. And then we also have all my hummingbird lovers. We have the ruby-throated hummingbird visiting those morning glories. And look how this is going to glow when it's outside. Now, if you don't want to hang it up, you don't have to. If you just want to sit this in the middle of your patio table, maybe it's at a little side table where you have some outdoor furniture, fine by me. It looks pretty by day, like, by now you all know, like these are the Jill metrics. Great that it lights up, but how does it look when it's not illuminated? So when this isn't illuminated, you have that pretty artwork on both sides. You have the frosted jar. Thanks, Shelly. I'm glad you like the bees. And then at nighttime, ta-ta, it's going to turn on and glow outside on your patio table. Kylie's going to dim the lights here a little bit so you can just see. So it's daytime, and then it's nighttime. Look at that. It's pretty bright, right? I love these. Love them so much. We're bringing in some with some Christmas scenes too later this year. All right. So brand new hummingbird, brand new bumblebee with lavender, and returning because you couldn't get enough of it last year, our pretty bluebird with the pink flowers. Okay. I mean, if you really wanted to go cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, you could buy all three of them and have those maybe line up your walkway, or maybe you have a little, backyard little path, or right on the edge, nestled into your flower bed. Could be fun, right? So enjoy those. We love them. Bee, hummingbird, and bird are your choices there. Speaking of birds, oh my gosh, look how cute. So this is a returning favorite. I think almost every review on this is 5 stars. We had to bring it back again because it's just so stinking cute, and the detail on this is phenomenal. So it's this sweet little chubby bird nested on this leaf. And the leaf, look at the detail, is not flat. There's like highs and lows to it in the pattern, which I love. And this can be used for bird seed. This could be used as a coaster, if you wanted to have it on the side. This could be used as a little place to put a flameless candle. Like, how cute is that? This could be used for wrapped candies. It can be used indoors or outdoors. So you have total versatility here. It's just that little object of art that is textured and charming and whimsical and gives you, I kind of am loving it with that candle. And I just thought of that right now when I was doing this. I think that looks so pretty together, right? Like, you could put that on your coffee table with a stack of books next to it. Decorating 101, you are all done. Carolyn says, have it, love it. I think I just don't get tired of looking at this piece. I think the bird is charming. I love the highs and lows of the leaf. It's awesome. So that's a great piece if you're looking for something like that, a tray of some kind to use. And then we found, when Bernadette and I were looking for new things, I'm going to grab a couple of these here. I think these will work nicely. We found another piece that looks like a shovel and has these 2 little birds on the side. Is that not the cutest? Look at that. So this has that kind of rustic, worn look to it. This is pretty heavy. Okay, this is like a cast iron piece that they've finished with the verdigris and the gold, and then you have the birds there. But again, like, what could you do with this? Well, you could put it outside with some bird seed if you wanted to, right? Like, tell me your best girlfriend who loves to garden and has the prettiest backyard wouldn't love this. You could use it as a coaster. You could use it, as a side table. You could also use our little candles with this. I don't know if 2 of them would fit on there. Probably just 1 is best. But just for a little illumination outside with the birds on your patio table, so cute. And again, weighty. This thing is solid. So it looks like a spade, looks like a shovel. And then you have the little birds there. You could also use, this is the kind of thing you could use in a powder room with, a hand lotion. Or even if you wanted to put a soap on it, you absolutely could. You could put this by your kitchen sink. It's a great little dish. So you could put your jewelry and things on it. So it's just it was just something that we thought was so cute. We love the detail of the birds and we love the silhouette of the shovel. So something else for those of you who love all things garden and want something fun to, decorate with indoors or out. So that's what we have for you there. Okay, making sure I'm getting everything here. By the way, all of our flameless candles are back in stock. And to that point, Kylie, can I hand you that for a second? To that point, I just want to show you something really quickly. In our tapers, we just got all of our tapers back in stock. We have them a set of 2 with a remote in a 7-inch or a 10-inch, and we've always done the ivory, okay? Per your requests, we have now added white, a true white candle. So I just want to hold them side by side so you can see the difference. This one here that I'm wobbling is ivory. The one that's standing still is white, okay? So hopefully you can kind of see it's a subtle difference, but it's there. And for those of you who really have been wanting a true white taper candle, we now have it. By the way, we also just got in a new collection of our taper holders. We had one similar to this that actually had 2 little globes in the center. This one is just a little bit shorter. It has the single globe, but look how they've done the twisted glass. It looks like fine crystal, and you get a set of 2 of those if that's something that you've been looking for. Wedding season is here, so that could be a really nice gift, a set of tapers and the candlesticks. That's something that no matter what their decor, how old or young they are, whether they do a lot of entertaining or minimal, like that's something that they would have for the rest of their lives, I think. So check out some of our candle holders, and they're designed to fit with the tapers that we carry. And if you do want a true white, we now have them in the 7-inch and the 10-inch. And again, we also have the ivory, and there you can see them side by side. All right. And then let me also just remind you real quickly, gosh, I might be right on time tonight. One of the last things I want to show you, and I'm going to show it to you quickly with a screen share, and then I'm going to show you something live. All right. So again, hang in here with me for just a second, please. We're going to share our screen. I'm just going to go back to this Power Beads page for 1 second, and we're going to look for this. By the way, if you've never been over to Just Jill, like if you're tuning in, like this is our shop. So justjillshop.com. Again, you can see all kinds of, products and things that we carry here, candles, home decor, Dalton Beauty. I'm obsessed still with that wonderful serum. You'll love this Blake's Mother's Cookies gift packs, by the way. Tomorrow is the last day to take advantage of our sale price on Callista's Juice Cleanse and Condition Duo. So great value there for $69. You all wait for that. And then, there's all kinds of food items, etc. But let me just show you real quickly. If we go over to brands, we're going to go down to Polish pottery. So I love that we can carry Polish pottery for all of you. And we've just added some new pieces. We have this hand-painted cross. We have some new serving dishes. These are all hand-painted using sea sponges, to create these intricate patterns. We have cake stands, we have rolling pins, we have sugar and creamer sets, we have dishes. They not only are beautiful, but they're some of the most functional, beautiful things I think you can have in your home. I have many pieces of Polish pottery that I've had for decades. They don't scratch, they don't fade. They're dishwasher safe, microwave safe, oven safe up to 450 degrees. You can take them out of the refrigerator, let it come to room temperature, then put it into the oven if you need to. Again, with wedding season coming up, the reason I'm showing you our assortment of Polish pottery, and I'll show you some live here in just a second, all Polish pottery is now 20% off. That'll be taken at checkout. So whether you like the idea of this beautiful, just exquisite cake plate, look at this pedestal cake plate. It's just amazing. So beautiful. Look at all of it. And every one of those little details is done by hand. It's just incredible. Or you're somebody who wants to do just a couple of little bread and butter plates. We have different patterns that you can look at and choose from. Those are all the things that we have for you over at Just Jill. If that's something that you think that you would like to add to a collection, or something that you would like to start collecting. So, for example, I mean, this is a nice little baker, but look at the detail on this. So, all of these swirls, those are sponges that have been cut out to look like that, and then they go around one by one by one by one and apply them. Then they do the next row of swirls. Then look at these leaves. Then look at the blue flowers. Then look at the swirls going through. Oh, by the way, the whole inside is exquisitely finished as well. Look at the swirl of the overall shape of this on the exterior. So it's not even just the way it's been painted, it's also the way in which the pottery mold has been created as well. And again, dishwasher safe, microwave safe, oven safe up to 450 degrees. We have, here's that little heart dish that I think is so sweet. It's raised a little bit in the center. You know, again, you can do a cake in here and release it. You can do your salads, entrees, hot dishes, cold dishes, dips, all those things. And then even if you're somebody who loves a baker or knows somebody who loves to bake, have you ever seen a Polish pottery rolling pin? So for rolling out your doughs, your pie crusts, all of those things, look how amazing that is going all the way around, and look at the hand painting detail. And we keep, you know, all the sticker on there so you know, yes, it's definitely from Poland. It's from Boleshawiec. It's Unicot. And the factory that we work with is really considered like the Rolls Royce of Polish pottery factories. So you really are getting some of the best when it comes to detail, design, consistency in these pieces. So check those out. We don't put the Polish pottery on sale a lot, and 20% is pretty nice. I know it's more expensive. I hear that when you all, sometimes people will make comments about that. It's not for everybody. I get it. It's not for everybody. I love having some special pieces because I feel like when I put it out, it just sort of elevates everything else. Listen, my everyday dishes are Fiesta ware, but my Fiesta ware, guess what? Has blue, has green, has orange. So to sort of break up the monotony of the solid color, I find that using pieces of the Polish pottery, you know, really sort of brighten things up. They look beautiful. My sister-in-law Lane collects Polish pottery, and it's so pretty to see how it all mixes and matches together. It's very unique. It's very special. And whether you treat yourself to a little baker or salt and pepper shaker or a butter dish, or you really want to go for it and buy, you know, a nice baking pan for your casseroles and lasagnas, you will have it for years and years. It's why I also love it for wedding gifts. So, all right, let's see. Anything else I can answer for you? Any questions that you might have? Anything that you were wanting to hear about tonight that we didn't get to that maybe I could answer for you? Let me just throw that out there real quickly before we sign off, because I never want to leave you all wanting for anything. So if you have any questions or anything, please let me know. Tony said the lemon pound cake candle and room spray is amazing. Thank you for the recommendation. You're welcome. Tony, I recently ordered that for myself, actually, the lemon pound cake. Kylie can tell you, the lemon pound cake room spray. Gosh, it's perfect. It's perfect. I know Harry Slatkin has his limoncello cupcake. I don't know, I gotta tell you, I think our lemon pound cakes equally as good. I mean, you know, I hold Harry Slatkin in such high esteem, so I'm not gonna say like better. I'm not gonna say better. Thought bubble. um, but it's equally as good. I'll say that equally as good. All right. Karen said you have beautiful things. Just got the stained glass window hangers. Absolutely great quality and gorgeous. Thanks, Karen. If you haven't ever taken the time to look around our shop, you know, the things that we bring you here, we like to feature because they're timely with time of year. We have special offers, et cetera, et cetera. We have over 1,000 items over at Just Jill Shop. Those are available all the time. So go over and check out. And some of them are brands you might know, some you may not know. I love being able to introduce you to brands and businesses that maybe are smaller. They're not local to your area. They're local to mine. They're people I've met, and I get to give them a platform and share their amazing products. So, whether you're looking for our Southern Root Sisters jams and cookie mixes, those are awesome. Let me tell you, you pick up some of that peach pepper jam and use that as a glaze on your Easter ham, delicious. Churchy's mustards, fantastic. Really great condiments and wonderful for entertaining. Check out our delicious Majescas, which are handmade caramel wrapped around handmade marshmallows from down in Kentucky from Bowers Candies. Just fantastic. Maybe it's soap rocks. By the way, if you love our bath whips, those are going away before the end of the month because we can't ship those once the weather starts to warm up. So if you're somebody who loves the bath whips, and you want those heading into the spring season, right now, buy more than one and save 10% on your Soap Rocks order. So check out the bath whips. Those are great for Mother's Day. They're big tubs and they work out to be about $20 a piece. So really, really nice opportunity for you if you need a Mother's Day gift. Hi, honey. Doug just walked in. How you doing? He's doing okay. I think he's going to sit at the end of the table, but he does not like to be seen on camera. Well, we're going to wrap up soon anyway. So anyway, any questions, Kylie, before I sign things off? Adija said she loved the fresh cut grass candle and room spray. Exact smell like fresh cut grass. Right, Adija? I know. And I love that fresh cut grass too. Like, when you just feel like your home needs a refresh, I feel like a dose of that fresh grass is amazing. I'm so glad you like it. I feel like that's a sleeper for us. Like it's like if you know, people who try it are like, love it. And other people are like, I don't know if I want it to smell like grass. You do. It's so clean. It smells so good. All right. Anything else? So remember, key things here. If you want the extra 10% off our Easter decor, like this is pretty much our end of season sale. If you want the extra 10% off, right? Even if it's on sale already, another 10% off. Pretty nice. That's big for us. Remember, we work on tight margins, so we can bring you good values. That opportunity goes away at the end of the day, Wednesday. If you want my grandma's coffee cake, stock up while you can. Bill to, ship to. That sale price goes away end of day Wednesday. If you want the Callista shampoo duo, the shampoo conditioner duo, that sale price goes away end of day on Wednesday. All Polish pottery, 20% off, and all Power Beads by Jen gemstone bead bracelets, with the exception of our Giving Back collection, are all $39. Find your favorite color, find your favorite motif, gift them. And again, think about what's coming up. Mother's Day, graduations, just because, a treat for yourself. Why not treat yourself to something new while we have them and have them available for you on sale? So have fun shopping. Head on over to justjillshop.com. Shipping and handling free. It's included with all of your orders, so you don't have to worry about that. And we will see you back here next week. Can't wait for you to see what else we have in store as our Just Jill 4-year anniversary celebration month continues, and we'll continue to bring you some really fun things to shop for. We have some great things on the horizon that I think you're going to be excited about. Yay! So have a great night, everybody, and I will look forward to seeing you soon. And if you're around on Sunday, treat yourself to a cupcake or a piece of cake and have a happy birthday with me, okay? We'll see you later. Have a good night.